discuss natin yung mga topics needed especially for this lesson. Then dito naman sa part ng YouTube natin, makikita nyo yan dito sa part ng live. And then makikita nyo rin sa part ng video. Itong part na to, tinrim ko siya para kung may specific lesson lang kayong gustong panoorin, mapapanood nyo dito. And then meron tayong playlist doon sa part ng playlist. Itong Math 10 Quarter 1, dito nyo siya pwedeng mapanood ng putol-putol din or even buo kasi para at least hindi na rin kayo masyadong mahirapan. Just in case na meron tayong masingit na topic or content, especially dito sa discussions natin. So, start na tayo with the continuation of our discussion for Mathematics 10. So, ito na yung topic or read discussion natin about week number 2. So, for our MELCs or most essential learning competencies, so the learner should illustrate an arithmetic sequence. So, ito yung first topic natin. So, for our first topic, our topic is all about determining the n term of an arithmetic sequence. Before natin siyang i-discuss or sagutan yung mismong question dyan, syempre kailangan muna natin ilagay yung formula. So yung tinatawag nating n term formula. So we have a sub n equals a sub 1 plus we have quantity n minus 1 times d. This will be the formula to be used especially sa discussion natin na to. Up to last discussion, I think, or I believe ito yung gagamitin. Pero for the sake of this discussion, sa ngayon, ito lang muna yung gamitin natin. So we have a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Wherein, yung a sub n natin will be our last, or kung di man yung last term natin yan, so this will be yung tinatawag nating n term. Yung a sub n natin will be our n term. Next natin, aside with a sub n, yan tayong tinatawag na a sub 1. Yung a sub 1 natin will be our first term. Nalagay natin tong mga term na to or representations na to kasi very important to in discussing this concept or topic. Yung n natin is our number of terms. So, yung n will be the number of terms. And then, yung d, bago natin makalimutan, yung d natin is yung idea or topic about getting the common difference. Remember, in getting the common difference, we have to consider consecutive terms. Like, for example nga, di ba, yung tinatawag nga natin a sub 2 minus a sub 1 or the value of the second term minus the value of the first term. And then, yung other consecutive terms din. Kasi hindi lang naman yung mga terms na yun yung kailangan natin in getting the common difference. So, itong part na to, kindly take note itong mga note natin. So, erase ko na siya kasi kailangan natin din yung space na to or part na to answer question number 1. Total naman yung formula nandito naman sa slide natin. Dito naman sa screen so far. So, yung ibang part, babanggitin na lang natin para magkaroon tayo ng idea on how to use this formula. Ito yung first question. For our first question, we need to identify or find the 15th term of the arithmetic sequence, 14, 18, 22, and then so on. So far, dito sa slide natin, define lang yung value ng n since we are asked to find the value of the 15th term. Since given na yung n natin as 15 dito sa case na to, ang hinahanap natin dyan, very obvious for a sub n, yung value ng a sub 15. Upon reading yung word na 15th term, ito na yung interpretation natin right now or so far. So, n equals to 15, so we have a sub n equals a sub 15. Next natin, ang given natin so far, yung first 3 terms lang ng sequence. Yung given natin so far, yung first 3 terms lang, yung 14, yung 18, tapos yung 22. Very obvious naman that the first term is 14, And then, kung kukunin natin yung idea or value for the common difference, at least, di ba, we can subtract a sub 2 by a sub 1 or by a sub 3 by a sub 2. Ngayon lang yung kaya nating i-utilize sa ngayon since tatlong given lang or tatlong terms lang yung given so far. So, meron tayong 18 for a sub 2 and then we have 14 for a sub 1. So, when you subtract 18 by 14, yung value natin is 4. So, meron na tayong first term as 14, meron tayong d as 4, and then we have n equals 15. So, pag nakumpleto natin or nakuha natin yung tatlong terms na yan, wala tayong magiging problem kasi we have the formula in finding the n term of the arithmetic sequence. Ito yon. Diba kanina, since n is equal to 15, so re-replace natin yung subscript of a as 15 kasi a sub n yung nandyan eh. Then yung a sub 1 natin as 14, and then we have quantity n minus 1. Since n is equal to 15, so we have 15 minus 1. Then times the common difference of 4. To simplify this, we begin dun sa term inside the grouping symbol, which is yung 15 minus 1. So 15 minus 1 is 14. And then times 4. Dito sa part na to, you may multiply 14 and 4 to get 56. And then sa kanya pa lang i-add yung 14. Yan, nasa ka pa lang natin i-add yung 14, and then upon adding that, lalabas natin na value will be equal to 70. So, for example number 1, yung answer natin will be 70 is the 15th term of the arithmetic sequence. Yun yung magiging sagot natin, especially for this topic. Diba dun sa discussion natin before, pinakita ko rin siya. To check this, especially kung possible siyang ma-simplify, ma-check since medyo konti lang yung given na kailangan natin, you may verify this or answer this by manual computation. Diba ang rule natin dito, since the common difference is 4, ang rule natin, diba, is to add 4 to the preceding term. So, add 4 to the preceding term. So, it means 26 yung fourth, then 30 yung, fifth term ng sequence. So, 30 yung fifth term ng sequence. And then, pag in-continue pa natin, we have 34, 38, 42, then we have 46, tapos we have 50. Hanggang dito sa part na to, we have a sub 10, or the 10th term of the sequence. We have 54, 58, 62, then 66, and then we have 70. So, magtatali rin siya or mag-jive din siya as a sub 15 as 70 by continuously adding yung common difference natin na 4 or yung rule natin na add by 4 to make yung 15th term of the sequence as 70. So, let's continue dun sa second example natin. For our second example, in the arithmetic sequence 4, 10, 16, 22, and 28. So, which term is 118? So, this time, hindi na given yung natin, yung value ng n. So, we will identify yung value ng n up until we reach yung term containing 118. Diba? Until we reach yung term containing 118. Pinakita ko na to last time na ang rule natin dito para ma-establish yung next term is by adding by 6. Diba? Yung term natin is to add 6 to get that given term. So far, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms here dito sa slides natin. So, pag nag-add tayo na nag-add ng 6, kakaroon tayo dito ng 34, kakaroon dito ng 40, then 46, then we have 52, and then we have 58. Hanggang dito sa part na to, di ba, from 28 to 58, umabot na tayo sa A sub 10, and then nag-add tayo ng 30, di ba, kung na-observe nyo. So, it means hanggang dito, pag nag-add tayo ng another 5 terms, marireach natin yung 88. So, yung 88 is our A sub 15. And then another 30 ulit, aabot na tayo dun sa 118, which is A sub 20. Kung mapansin nyo, hindi ko na pinakita yung ibang term kasi mula dito sa 28 to 58, naka-establish tayo ng pattern din na after after forming yung 4 terms natin, after yung end term na 28, plus 30 pala yung nadadagdag. So for 58, yun lang din yung gagawin nyo. Mahanap nyo yung 64, yung 70, 76, 70, di ba, mga ganun. Mahanap nyo yung 64, 70, 76, plus 82, plus hanggang 88 until you reach yung part ng 118 for the manual computations. Try naman natin siyang isolve using yung n-term formula natin. So let's try to solve this using the n-term formula. Ano ba yung mga kailangan natin para ma-establish natin kung ano yung nandyan sa natin sa slide. So far, meron tayong given na A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub 4, and then we have A sub 5. So bali itong 180 natin will be our A sub n. So siya na muna yung magiging parang last term natin or the given n term of the given sequence. Very obvious that A sub 1 is 4 since 4 is the first term of the sequence. Next natin, yung common difference natin dito, I think may error to or may problem to. Erase natin tong part na to. Yung common difference natin, na-solve natin siya by getting the difference of any consecutive terms. So in this case, I have A sub 2 minus A sub 1. Yung A sub 2 ko is 10, yung A sub 1 ko is 4. So when I subtract 10 by 4, the resulting value will be 6. So meron tayong 6 dito. Maka-erase na lang tong part ng 4 kasi hindi ko pa yata na bago yan or naalis yan. So far I have A sub 1 as 4, I have D is equal to 6, and then yung A sub n ko as 118. So to solve for the value of n, we consider yung value ng A sub n as 118. And then we will use the n-term formula. Ito yung n-term formula natin. Yung A sub n is equal to 118. Yung A sub 1 is equal to 4. Since we don't have value for n minus 1 lang siya. And then, ang common difference by 6 upon subtracting 10 by 4. Although you can use other consecutive terms. So simplify, copy yung 118, copy yung 4. And then itong 6. We distribute yung 6 with n and also with negative 1. Diba when you multiply 6 by n, kinakombine lang natin yung 6 and n to make it 6n. Then we have 6 times negative 1, positive times negative, so negative yun. Then multiply 1 by 6 to make it 6, so we have minus 6. So meron tayong 118 equals 4 plus 6n minus 6. Next natin, we simplify this. Kinumbine natin tong 4 saka negative 6. In short, sa case na to, para sa naging subtraction, pero if you will add 4 by negative 6, it is just the same with 4 minus 6. So 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So meron tayong 6n equals 2. Then 6n minus 2 equals 118. So we combine like terms dun sa last procedure. Next natin, siguro kulang dito sa step natin, apply addition property of equality. So mag-add tayo ng 2 dito. Mag-add tayo ng 2 dito sa kabilang side. And then we cancel out this term. Then we have 118 plus 2. So to make it 120. Then we have 6n. So copy 6n. Na-eliminate niya yung negative 2 since we add 2 on this side of the equation. Then nakalagay dyan ang concept natin. You have to divide both side of the equation by 6. So divide down natin siya by 6. So, meron tayong 6n divided by 6 as n. We have 120 divided by 6 as 20. So, in short, dash, 118 is the 20th term of the sequence. Na-verify naman na natin siya, di ba, kanina? Or napakita na natin siya kanina by continuously adding 6. Then, we generate yung other terms natin until we reach 118. So, yun yung magiging sagot natin sa item na to. Next natin, dun tayo sa part ng example number 3. So, for example number 3, find the 18th term of the arithmetic sequence which first term is 11 and the 7th term is 59. So, nabanggit ko na to sa klase natin na ito lang yung loan given natin so far na mahirap, especially dito sa part ng slide na to. Parang meron kasi tayo dyan so far is wala tayong value for a sub 1, wala tayong value for a sub 2. Kasi nag-start yung given natin with, tama ba? Hindi, given pa rin yung first term. Ang first term natin is 11, sorry. Wala pala tayo dito consecutive terms. We have a sub, iba pala yung naisip ko. We have a sub 1 as 11, and then wala tayong a sub 2, a sub 3, di ba? And then a sub 4, wala din. And then wala ring a sub 5. Then wala ring a sub 6. And then ang meron lang tayo so far is the value for a sub 7. Ang a sub 7 natin based on this problem is 59. Diba? Based on this problem is we have 59. Pero ang problem natin kasi so far, medyo malayo-layo pa yung term or number na need natin or kailangan natin. So, wala tayong a sub 8. Wala tayong a sub 9. Lagay lang natin lahat para may idea tayo kung ano yung tsura. Wala ring a sub 10. Wala ring a sub 11. Wala rin tayong a sub 12. Hanggang sa ma-reach natin yung dulo. Kasi 18 yung kailangan natin. So, ilan pa yung kailangan? We still need 6. So, wala ring a sub 13. Wala ring a sub 14. Wala ring a sub 15. Wala ring a sub 16. Wala ring a sub 17. And then ito na yung pinakauli. Kailangan natin ng value ng a sub 18. Ito talaga yung tinatanong lang. Ang problem natin right now is wala na tayong defined value or given value for consecutive terms. Pinakita ko dito, di ba, sa discussion natin na wala sanang problem kung meron tayong second term. Kasi because of the second term, pwede mo siyang i-subtract with a sub 1. Wala rin problem kung may a sub 6 tayo or a sub 8 because we have a sub 17. We have a sub 7 pala, sorry, as 59. Ay kaso ang problem natin, wala rin eh. So, in this case, we will use the n-term formula twice. Dalawang beses na natin siyang gagamitin. Hindi lang yung a sub 2 minus a sub 1 yung gagamitin natin in order to find the common difference. Kung makikita niyo yung formula kanina, aside of using this formula to solve or compute for a sub n or n term, pwede rin natin siyang gamitin if we want to identify the value of the first term. Pwede rin natin siyang gamitin if we want to know the value of n. And of course, dito sa kailangan natin ngayon, we can use this formula in order to solve for the value of d. Again, in order to solve for the value of d. Next natin. So, nakalagay sa first procedure, replace a sub 7 by 59 and then a sub 1 as 11. So far, ang magiging tingin muna natin dito sa problem natin is ito lang. Kaya ako ito iniwalay para mabigyan natin ng emphasis na we need a sub 1 and a sub 7 to compute or solve for the common difference. And then mamaya, pag nakuha na natin yung common difference, pwede natin siyang i-add dito dire-diretso hanggang ma-reach natin yung 118 or we can answer this given question directly sa a sub 18 using another set of formula natin, yung formula ulit natin for n term. So yung a sub n natin will be a sub 7. Ang a sub 7 natin is 59. Ang a sub 1 natin is 11. And then according to this, ang original value ng n natin dapat dyan is 18. But right now, Di ba nakita nyo naman na hinighlight ko lang yung hinighlight ko lang yung nasa slide. So, I simply focus lang muna with n equal 7. Siguro dito sa part ng slide natin, ilagay ko na lang din to. Yung a sub n natin, kung tutusin, originally, a sub 18 talaga yan. But right now, hinahanap natin or pinipilit kasi natin hanapan siya ng common difference. So far, hindi natin gagamitin si a sub 18. So instead, we will use a sub 7. Again, we will use a sub 7. Yung a sub 7 natin based on the problem, ang a sub 7 natin will be 59. Wala namang question siguro about dyan. Next natin, ang n natin, kung tutuusin, ang n natin is 18. But since hindi naman natin may-utilize yung a sub 8 hanggang a sub 18, we will not use 18, especially at this moment. Ang gagamitin natin, 7 lang muna. So yan, 7 lang muna. I have a sub 7 as 59 and then I have n equal 7. So syempre, yung a sub 1 natin, ganun pa rin. Yung a sub 1 natin is 11. So kailangan itong mga part na to, may establish na pala muna as your given bago tayo dumiretso or gumanap doon sa part na nag-substitute na tayo. So we have 11 for a sub 1, then we have 59 for a sub n. Yung n minus 1 natin, instead of 18 minus 1, 7 minus 1 lang muna siya. Then times the common difference. Ang common difference natin, hindi pa natin alam so far, so as is lang muna siya. So meron tayong 59, copy mo lang. Yung 11, copy lang din natin. We subtract 7 by 1, so 7 minus 1 is 6 times d, kaya siya magiging 6d. So kaya siya magiging 6d, and then apply subtraction property of equality. Mag-minus tayo dito ng 11, mag-minus tayo dito ng 11, so 11 plus 6d minus 11, makakancel out tong term na to, or nalipat daw siya dito sa kabilang side, kaya 6d na lang. Then we have 59 minus 11. So 59 minus 11 is 48. So we have 48 equals 6d. And then we divide both sides of the equation by 6. So pag dinivide nyo to by 6, itong both sides ng equation natin. So we have 48 divided by 6 as 8, and then 6d divided by 6 as d. So meron tayong d is equal to 8. So the common difference of this given example will be equal to 8. So kung meron ka ng idea, pwede mo nang sundin or isolve to by continuously adding yung common difference natin. Diba pag nag-add tayo ng 8, itong part na to will be 67, itong part na to will be 75. Check na lang ng maigi kasi nakakalito pa rin to. We have 83, we have 91, we have 99, we have 107. Nag-add lang tayo na nag-add ng 8. So we have 115, we have 123, we have 131, we have 139, and then we have 147. So I think kailangan mamaya pa nag-solve tayo, yung answer natin should be 147. Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi ko na hinahanap yung a sub 2 up to a sub 6 because we don't need those values para ma-generate yung a sub 18. Actually, yung a sub 8 up to a sub 17, hindi naman natin kailangan na rin yan. Pero, nakita lang natin siya para may check natin mamaya kung how do we come up with, with the value of 147 for the 18th term of the given sequence. So next natin, dito tayo sa second part ng discussion natin. So a sub 18 natin, di ba kanina yung a sub n natin, sabi natin ito yung a sub 7 muna for the meantime. But right now, since hanapin na natin yung a sub 18, we will not use a sub 7 anymore, but instead we will use a sub 18. Ang a sub 18 natin is unknown or hindi pa natin alam. Yung n natin kanina, since we use 7, this time we will not use 7. Gagamitin na natin 18 na. Kasi a sub 18 na yung kailangan natin ma-solve or ma-compute. And then yung difference natin is 8 already. So alam na natin yan. And then yung a sub 1 natin is 11. Right now, yung A sub 7 natin, actually hindi na natin siya kailangan. Sa ngayon, especially dito sa part ng solution na to, hindi na natin kakailanganin yung A sub 7 anymore. So, next natin, ito ulit yung formula. We have A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Yung A sub n natin is A sub 18. Yung A sub 1 natin is 11. Then n minus 1. Mali na pala to. So, n minus 1, this will be dapat 18 na dapat to. Yun na, this will be 18. So, we have 18 minus 1 times d. Yun na, 18 minus 1 times d. So far, tama naman na to, no? Except for 7 minus 1 na nakalagay kanina. Next natin ay simplify. Meron tayong A sub 18. So, copy natin yung 11. 18 minus 1. Tapos ang common difference pala is 8. Diba? Common difference is 8. Next natin, simplify this. Kung sinimplify nyo to, this will be 17, diba? So, meron tayong 11 plus 17 times 8. So, 17 times 8 is 136. And then, mag-add tayo ng 11. So, 11 plus 136 will be equal to 147. So, therefore, 147 is the 18th term of the arithmetic sequence. At napakita naman na natin siya ng maayos kanina. Napakita na natin siya ng maayos kanina. So, before tayo mag-proceed with the next topic, check ko lang muna ulit yung natin, yung stream or yung itsura ng stream natin kasi baka naputol na